What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's get to it. Been waiting for this. Where King J at? Oh, it's not over yet, Marshall. It's not over yet, but it's coming. That's just one. We gonna get to that. Yeah, I was tired, man. Last night I had a wild day, and I needed to sleep. So when I came in, I just body just crashed out. So it was needed for me to get that rest. That was like what you would call much needed rest. Yeah, I know that the alerts are working now, which is amazing. Now, all right, Kimba made a great play, and we blew the game. We're gonna get to that. The Milwaukee Bucks are looking at this game. What's up, Kev Cook? I see you. I'm surprised I'm getting a notification. Yeah, I know I got to go through a VPN in order for people to get notifications. But you got to do what you got to do, right? I got to use a VPN in Canada so that I can get notifications sent out. Wow. Now, let's get to it. Let's start off with Boston. The Boston Celtics, oh my gosh. Where can I where can this end? Where can it begin? This is terrible, man. It's terrible because the actual fact of it, the matter is this: Boston should have lost that game. Jason played, Tatum played probably one of the worst games of his career, especially in a playoff game. He was terrible. He was making bad decisions. And Kimba's face when Lowry complained. Kimba Walker, HG finna leave before he even heard what I gotta say. The Celtics came back and went on a run in the fourth quarter because the Raptors was choking yet again, completely choking. The Raptors was blowing it. Kyle Lowry trying to flop his way through the game, and they were blowing it. And Boston had him. And Boston had them in position. Well, if you're Toronto, you in trouble because they Tatum played like crap, and the Celtics really weren't clicking the way they should have. They normally clicking, and you still barely won because of a BS shot that went off. because we're going to talk about that shot in a minute. Wet nurse got saved. I mean, basically, that was a blown assignment and a great play by Kemba Walker, which should have been the game-winning dunk of the game. But let's get to the issue I have here. The Celtics got robbed. Brad Stevens made the dumbest mistake ever and decided to play a zone. Okay, if you're playing a zone, instead of just playing regular man, you're leaving the door open for a bad opportunity. They're trying to guard what you need to guard at 0.5, meaning that this is not even 1 second, people. This is not 1 second. 0.7 was like that was supposed to be okay, you can get a shot off. 0.7 is the anything less than that, you're not going to be able to get a shot off. So now it's what, 0.5 now? So with 0.5 on the clock, half of a second, you mean to tell me that a player can touch the ball, bend his knees, come back up, and shoot the shot in a half of a second? Who do they think they're talking to? Because it definitely isn't me. On what planet does that happen? No, playing zone doesn't leave a person open because guys got to rotate, communicate, and switch. Tatum let OG go because they're playing zone, so they communicate. Somebody got confused in the because they're focusing on the inside for the alley oop lob, which would basically tie the game. A three, you lose. A two, you go to overtime. But it's 0.5. So all you need to do is touch the ball. So everybody needs to be near each other. Only thing they had a chance for was really an alley oop. But OG was so open, Kyle Lowry had no choice but to throw the ball there. And hopefully he can catch it and just throw it up. But you can't do a full shot in 0.5 seconds. It's just not, that's not even possible. I'm so frustrated because they robbed Boston out of that game. There's no way in 0.5 seconds he got that shot off. You know what the problem is? That clock is not ticking the way it's supposed to tick. They're ticking in slow. That's not 0.5 seconds. That's not a half of a second. Him touching the ball. You are not, as soon as you touch the ball, you got to catch and throw. It's a half of a second. He caught the ball, bent his knees, came up and did a shot. You're not going to do that in a half of a second? It's bull crap. You can't do it. You can't. No, I ain't going for it. Right. Christian said on the replay, it showed that they started the clock 2 seconds after he touched the ball. They got robbed. Completely robbed.
What's going on?
Xavier was almost first again.
Chilling on my birthday, man.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh,
Appreciate
happy birthday,
it.
bro.
9-4, baby. 85th block.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
All right, what up,
What's up?
fellas? How y'all doing?
Happy
Good.
birthday to Harry. It's Harry's birthday.
What's up with y'all?
Look at that, repping.
I'm finna get lit.
Oh, your birthday today,
Oh,
man.
okay.
And mine's tomorrow.
Yep, I'm about to get lit.
Look, y'all look like twin brothers.
Yep. That's my brother there,
I'm
man.
lit.
Both
I'm lit,
repping
man.
Orlando.
Yep, all day, baby, all day. Magic.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, man, look, as a Celtics fan, I just want to say that was disgusting.
It was very
I
disgusting.
was so hot. I threw my phone at the TV. I couldn't.
I had to look at the replay.
Because Kemba just made that play. I was like, what is Kemba
Dude,
doing? He's
Kimber saved
dribbling all over the
the
place.
whole game. He saved
And I was
the
like,
Celtics
Kemba
the
doing this
whole
stupidness. And
game.
then all of a sudden, he just
fellas?
whoop. I was
What's up?
What up?
Tatum,
What's going on?
Tatum
What's
was
going
shooting
on?
all these stupid shots at the end. All these crazy
Man,
threes and stuff.
Kemba played.
Yeah, Kimber,
did play. He
Kimber the
showed up.
reason y'all would have. They should have won.
They
Kimber
most
was
definitely should have
killing
won.
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Kimber
Yeah.
showed he's the closer. He's the
Hey,
he's
hey,
the guy.
Cino, please
Yeah.
explain to me what happened in that game, please. The Raptor game, please.
Man, what happened is they choked. The Raptors was
They
choking.
choked.
They were winning in the fourth, and then they
Mhm.
started choking because they didn't know who was going to take the shot.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I might have to cut Kyrie Irving off.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, that dude who got them glasses on, he look like a bootleg 21 Savage.
But yeah, man, but what messed them up, man, was at the end the Celtics start taking dumb shots. It's like you
Yeah.
up by 8 and you shooting threes. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
just go to
Tatum,
the ball.
Tatum had it, he was off. You know,
Tatum-
Brown kind of picked up
Right.
his slack, and everybody else kind of picked up and backed up on Tatum, and that's what makes Boston dangerous. That even if Tatum has a bad game, they got guys that can make it difficult for you.
Hey, what's wrong with that nigga hair right there? Look like the bird just shitting on his head. What the fuck
All
is
right,
this?
yo.
Get
Right.
it
Tatum should have just controlled and just kept facilitating because Brown was killing going to the hole, Smart was killing going to the hole, and Kimber was just, man, Kimber was amazing, dog. Like we got to give Kimber his respect.
Kimber was hooping.
Yeah, he was.
Kimber was
And
hooping.
then
They
he's
could not
doing it,
stop
like I
him.
told you, he bought in to what he was supposed to be doing, and what they needed from him is that he got to distribute the ball.
That's
I
what he
said
did.
they need him to assist more than go out and start scoring. You can score on the floor, but they need you to distribute. And he came out, and that pass at the end just showed
He
you.
was
You know, that's what they need from
It's a
him.
perfect
Yeah.
pass.
Kyrie
Hey.
wouldn't have made
And
that pass.
they need to leave Canner at
Kyrie
the end
would
of
shoot
the bench. Leave Canner at the end of the bench. Keep playing that Williams kid. That boy,
I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you, bro. When he got
Yeah.
that dunk, he
Yeah,
keep
what?
him in the game.
Yeah.
Keep him in the game. Don't ever bring Canner. Leave Canner.
I believe the different people.
He's not broke at the hotel.
Hey, I got something to say about that game, though,
I'm
man.
playing music in the background, man.
Hey, I got something to say about that game, though. I got something to say about
Lowry was
Kemba
hooping.
Walker.
Oh,
Because when the Celtics was up 4, see, this is to me where they messed the game up. Kemba Walker took a 3-point shot and missed, and what they should have done was wasted more clock on that possession and take a better look.
Yeah.
Because when you take it, you don't need a 3 when you're up, when you're winning. Kemba Walker made a horrible 3-point attempt and ended up leaving them a lot of clock. So when you do that, when you're winning, that's where the inexperience comes in at.
Okay, but here's the question though. Here's the question: what was Jaylen Brown doing on the last play? What was he doing? Where was his antennas at?
He was.
Yeah, but the point is though the Celtics. No, but the point is the Celtics shouldn't have left them 0.5 on the clock.
Right.
That's the main point.
Yeah.
So had they ran, because when Kemba took the 3, it was like 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, but my thing is, they get back to perfection. I mean, that's a pass and a dunk.
Right.
So,
yeah.
That's all you play right there.
Yeah, that was some Derek Fisher shit right there.
So whatever time was on the clock, 0.5 wasn't even enough for them to get a shot off. That was
Lowry was hooping though.
Right. Yeah.
Lowry started hitting some big shots.
Man, Lowry was all right, man.
Yeah, he was all
all
right.
right.
No, Van Vliet was hitting some big shots.
The Celtics shouldn't have been playing zone.
He was all right.
Yeah, the Celtics played zone, and that was a big mistake.
Man, Van Vliet was hitting big shots.
Exactly. Van Vliet was hitting big shots.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Back-to-back threes.
No
Bow!
way they should have played zone on that
Yeah,
last
homie
play.
with that jab step, and then he popped the 3
And that last shot, dog, he did not get that off. At 0.5, you cannot bend your knees, catch the ball, come up, and get a release.
But it
I
shouldn't
right. That's right. That's the point. I agree. It wasn't enough time, but don't even give them a chance to get that kind of shot off.
Right. I mean, somebody blew an assignment. That's why Marcus Smart was livid.
That too.
He was livid because he's calling it out. Tatum called it as soon as he left. But my man didn't hear him. And I don't know why there ain't no audience for that pass. There ain't no people there. How can you not hear him? You know, he's pointing and everything. Like, all right, get OG. And OG was wide open. And when about time Brown went over there to try to contest, he had already blew it. He was supposed to be over there. And Marcus Smart even called it out. And they still didn't get over there. So he was mad as hell.
Yeah.
They finally put Taco Fall in the game, and look what happened.
Exactly.
I give Lowry credit for that pass though. That pass was beautiful.
I mean, but the thing is, the guy's wide open.
Right.
So if the guy's wide open, you ain't got no real contest. All you got to do is play man.
I don't think they should have had Taco Falls in there.
Yeah,
1 second. All you got to do
they
is
shouldn't have Falls in there.
As soon as the ball is touched, the clock starts.
Yeah,
so you can get a hand up or whatever, even if he make it difficult for him to catch the ball. Everybody just stay with their man. It's 0.5. You don't need to play zone. This is that college.
Celtics.
Absolutely.
Real quick.
The Celtics could have won by at least 12 or 15.
Absolutely. And I want to say this.
Won by 12 or 15. They and I want to some stuff at the end of the game.
Lowry
They choked.
start hooping,
Lowry
start hooping.
When Fisher got that shot off, he got it and threw it. That was quick.
Right.
This man bent his knees.
He set and shot.
He had to do that.
And they let that go. Instead, that was
he had to make that shot. He had to.
Yeah.
Y'all
I was saying to myself, there's no way they could get a shot off.
Hold on, I want to say this too. Man. A zone. What I meant earlier was a zone defense is meant to keep the players outside of the paint. It's meant to actually make them shoot.
Right.
Some decision on Brad Stevens' end by playing his zone defense, and not a man-to-man.
Right. They should have did a half court press on them, like everybody press on the guy. They would have won.
I can see a zone if it's more time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more time on the clock.
I agree with that.
0.5, I'm like, the only choice they got really is an alley-oop.
Right.
He's going to be able to catch nothing in the paint and go straight up in no 0.5.
You got one job, man. They had one
All you
job.
gotta do is be there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They ruined Kemba Walker's play.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They did. They ruined
y'all
it.
stop.
But I
Y'all
can't
back
get
in.
mad at that. Is that you gotta understand? You got these guys. The thing I've been seeing in these games is situational
Fine. If
basketball.
I hear that again,
Situational basketball is terrible right now. You gotta learn because back in the day, if you would have had a 10-point lead, the game over. I don't care if it was the third or the fourth quarter, because the game is going to be slowed down. You can't be going for these shots. And Tatum has to learn, look, man, my shot off so bumpy. I'm gonna do other things. I'm gonna pass it here and there. Because he shot that way. If I was the coach, I'd have pulled him right there. Like, look, you got to come to the sideline. You doing this stuff.
That's true.
I'm an and one is bro. You coming to sit here by me. I'll put you back in a couple minutes because you trying to do your highlights while we're winning the game. This is playoff ball trying to win regular season ball.
Absolutely. It's winning time. Man, I agree.
Down the stretch, like you can't do that. And then defensively, Nick Nurse, dog, he been exposed because I don't want to hear no more Nick Nurse is this great coach. Nick Nurse,
exactly, like Harry.
He don't know how to switch or how his lineups. Why do you keep going with the same lineup starting? Those guys are too small.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what's been winning for them all in the regular season. And when you start to switch the lineups like that, you ruin guys' confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's like real hesitant on pulling the trigger and saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch this lineup. He's trusting his guys. So that's what he's been doing all season. You know, they won a championship. So he's like, look, we just got to play harder, you know. So he got to coach them up. You just can't take them out the lineup. But you could make your adjustments quicker. Like, make substitutions quicker. Like I saw some of the defensive things that was happening in the game, and the only thing that I saw is Van Fleet was playing a lot better. Lowry scored some more, but it was more of what Boston wasn't doing. That led
exactly.
I agree. To me, Boston lost. Boston lost this game. Boston lost this game. They had control. They had control.
Lowry
Pascal been exposed too.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
why would you take
the first half? 2 points.
Why would you take a 3 when you up by 4, 9 seconds on the shot clock?
Boston had control,
and they proved he's not a superstar. He's an improved player, but he's not a superstar. You can take him out of a game. If you focus on him, you could take him out. And that's what they've been doing. They've been taking him out. They know how to play him. They got my man Williams off the bench. Just
dunking
on Williams.
I agree.
They had to call a foul on the fadeaway. I'm like, where was the foul at?
My boy said I'm dunking on everybody. Man,
Williams had Pascal on lock.
Yeah, he need to play more.
It's too physical.
Doing some Scottie Pippen-ish work. You know, he started doing some dumb plays and he was out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He's too physical for Siakam. That's why he can lock him down.
Right.
Yeah. Siakam. He over there looking at the sky and everything. I'm like, God ain't gonna help you, boy. You better go. He was getting pushed around too by Brown and them, man. And then Williams get on him. And then the other dude off the bench good too. I think he's number 36 too, 37. One of them, he's straight too. He was bodying them up. So they send everybody at him. So that's what I like what the Celtics was doing. I just didn't like how they were closing offensively at the end. They was missing everything, and instead of going to the hole or attacking the basket, it was just terrible to me. Way it should be 3-0 right now, not no 2-1.
Yeah, it should be 3-0.
It was two people's problem.
It
was two people that was problem.
It should be 3-0.
It was two people's problem that made that mistake at the end. I rewinded, fast forward, and everything. Number 22 and Justin Tatum. Those two people, they wasn't guarding their guy. Justin Tatum, he told Jaylen Brown when he wasn't even looking, because he was looking at Marcus Smart.
What you think of Milwaukee go down 3?
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because if you look back at it,
one at a time.
the person that blew the assignment in the zone was Brown.
Yeah.
Brown? No, Brown was down by the center. Nobody was guarding the center. 22 was in between. He was going for the switch. Jason Tatum, he was guarding the person that shot the three.
22 was supposed to take the inside, and Brown supposed to take
outside.
But Justin Tatum, he pointed, and he didn't even make eye contact with Jaylen Brown.
Marcus Smart tried to, when both of them were guarding the paint, he's pointing to look, bro, Brown, what the hell you doing? Everybody's got an assignment when they do zone. When you do zone, you got this part of the court. You got that part. Over there. Anybody come over there, that's your area. So if somebody roll out, you just let them know, hey, they coming your way. They coming. You gotta go get it.
And I'm looking at
that's a whole communication job. So that's why I'm like,
exactly.
No crowd to get loud. How did you not hear him? But this is Brown.
He didn't hear him because they didn't make eye contact. Marcus Smart, he was he told Jaylen Brown to stay there because nobody was there. So Justin Tatum, he just pointed and then went right to the person that was inbounding the ball because he was guarding nobody. Nobody was around Justin Tatum. So Jaylen Brown had two people wide open.
That's why they shouldn't even have been in that. But
yeah. You're right about that.
His job is to stay there. When OG left there, he pointed and said, "Hey,
that was a stupid call."
His job is to stay right where he is. He did his part. So Tatum let him go because he's going on to the right side of the court. That's cool. Whoever got it over there, which was supposed to be Brown's job, because he's the athletic guy that needs to be right over there, who's long and tall, to stay over there. He left him out wide open. And Taco made a mistake because Taco is just first time in the game. He moved all around. All he's supposed to do is be aggressive and stand in front of Lowry. Your job is to
I don't think he's game.
So who was supposed to guard the center?
He just like
the
a
person.
been in the
game. Hold on.
Moving around.
I want to
You
say this.
if Lowry move, you move. But your
So
job
who was supposed to guard the center?
Stand up, be tall, block his vision, be aggressive.
Okay, yeah. The person who's guarding the center actually.
Understanding that because they just threw him in the game, so he just all right, I'm just gonna stand right here. All right, I'm in the game. I'm just standing right here. It's like, dude, you moving too much. You only move if the guy in front of you is moving. You stay right in front of his vision. Wave your hands if you want to. Throw him off. He throws you, jump up. Do anything you can to try to touch the ball. But you be aggressive. Don't just be like a robot moving around. Be through you now.
Right.
He see the court because you move and he's just like, I'll wait till this clown move again. Okay,
That's true.
And also, real quick.
So he knew that. It was just all bad. Bad.
Yeah, it was bad. That was a bad call.
But Valentine, the person who was actually the person who had the assignment of actually guarding Marc Gasol was Daniel Tice, and he had cleared off on Tice, which allowed Brown to actually pick up Tice and pick Marc Gasol, and that wasn't supposed to happen at all.
Right. He went to the corner. I saw that too.
Yeah. That's why you seen Brown run back on that three, but it was too late.
Yeah.
Right.
That was his assignment right there. He fucked that up.
But that just show you today, man, situational basketball, dog, is terrible. I know people don't want to hear the same mode, but still, situational basketball, you should know that in that situation. And these guys today, I just really believe everybody's basketball IQ is at a 1 or a 2. It's terrible.
Yeah.
The only team to me yesterday that played with a high IQ was the Clippers. That was
it. And that's good.
Terrible.
Okay.
Hey.
I hear a flag.
Who's playing music, man?
Turn that down.
That Clippers the only team yesterday that played situational ball from beginning to end. And Pat Beverly, Shannon Sharp
West
was
Side.
exposed because he trying to say Beverly ain't important. When Beverly got out there,
What?
He immediately started performing.
That's
like
my dog, man.
Come on, man.
All day.
Man, Beverly is
Beverly a
very
dog,
important on that team.
Yeah, I don't know who.
And he ain't no slouch from the 3-point line, Beverly neither. So it ain't
Yeah,
like he's just a one-way player. He could provide
Better
them
than
offense. He can shoot threes and facilitate. Beverly's not no slouch.
Also,
on
I want to say
offense.
this about that. I want to say this about that Clipper game too, real quick. I want to say this about the about that Clipper and Denver game.
Yeah.
Denver once again showed that they cannot they cannot guard the pick and roll. Once again, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jokic really is a liability.
Okay, I didn't even get a chance to go there, but yeah.
They can't guard nothing.
Denver can't guard nothing.
Now the whole thing with the Clipper game was this: they could not get Jokic going, and he couldn't get Murray going. Every time Murray wanted to try to get going, he couldn't go because basically he didn't have any legs. He was basically still tired and wore out.
He admitted that too.
He was doing too much. He was trying his best. And when he got the ball and he's trying to force it, they had a guy rotate over him. Paul George did a great defensive job on him. And
he played with him
before that much.
Playoff Pete.
Relaxing, everything came so easy. But when the game was tight and anytime they needed a shot, Kawhi was there to close the door. He was like, I ain't playing around, y'all.
That's still we tried to go down the lane.
We ain't finna go through that Luka situation again.
Yeah,
but that's
Luka's soft. Luka, great, good player, but he's soft, man. He cried too much. I can't watch him. He was pissing me off. I'm glad Morris said, "Get out and slap the hell out of him. Get on the ground."
Crying on. But a lot of people know Morris went off too. Morris
played well.
He was shooting good court shot.
The guy that everybody was thinking was the new Kevin Durant, Porter.
Oh no, Porter done.
I always like Morris.
Porter soft, man.
He didn't do nothing.
Hey, I got something to say about Kawhi Leonard, man. You know what makes this brother so deadly is that he utilizes the mid range.
Right.
So a lot of players and a lot of teams in the league don't do that. So when you have that balance where you could, hit somebody with a little fadeaway and all the rest of that from the mid range, that just you have more to your arsenal where they can't really stop you. That's what makes Kawhi Leonard so good.
Absolutely.
But it's either shooting threes or you in the paint.
Right.
He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
In other words,
he's an old school player.
Exactly. That's why I love watching him.
They finished at the hoop. Everybody
watching Kawhi, man.
Marcino, you were right.
Yeah.
Everybody yesterday cannot finish at the hoop. That is the bad. Only people who finished at the hoop yesterday were the Clippers. Harrell, Kawhi, Morris, Lou Will threw a little left.
Even George, he hit like a little lefty layup.
I love how the team built.
George hit a lefty layup for and one.
Yeah, but like Kawhi's mid range was like off the charts. Like that.
You saw it yesterday.
That was off the charts.
And I'm like, he gonna destroy you because that's all Denver gonna give you is the mid range. They gonna give you that because they play a zone. They play an inside zone where they fade back to try to guard the paint and keep you from going in there. They'll take the mid range all day and destroy you.
Right.
You're giving up the game.
Montrezl Harrell is the new Dennis Rodman.
I won't go that far.
I'm not going to go that far.
Hold up, man. I'm about to disagree with you on that one.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Why he disrespecting your bad boys like that, dog?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Crying like a little female.
No, he can score better than Dennis Rodman, though.
Trust me. We love Harrell, bro, but that's disrespectful to say that.
He can score better than Dennis Rodman, though.
That's a little bit much.
I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. He got the same energy, got the same switching ability. And when he come in the game, his impact is the same how Rodman was for the Pistons, coming right off the bench and when he potentially started. He has
I don't think he as athletic, and I don't think he could guard most positions like Rodman. He can't guard all five positions like Rodman.
I didn't say he was better than Dennis Rodman.
No, he just said he got the same energy. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
He can't rebound like Rodman.
Okay, hold on. Cino has something to say. Hold on.
Yeah, somebody
he can't rebound like Rodman.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Cino has something to say.
I like.
Yeah, y'all said somebody said something about me disrespecting the Pistons.
No, I don't believe that.
No, I said, homie, the birthday boy, the birthday man, I should say, is disrespecting your bad boys. Talking about Harrell is the new Rodman.
No. I don't think he said. No,
wait, who's the new Rodman?
Yeah, because
I'm saying the energy that he brings.
He don't play like Rodman. Rebound
like him. The energy that he brings and how he approached the game. Rodman was 6'7", just like how Harrell is 6'8", 6'9", going against big guys down low, and he brings that energy. He's getting the hustle boards. He's getting the little things done. He's getting the ball to his guys to shoot and run the play. He's setting the picks. That's what I'm saying. That's Dennis Rodman. Like
I agree with that.
I feel you.
Right.
Yeah,
they're not talking on his ability.
The Clippers, everybody on the Clippers pretty much got that energy.
Shoot.
They full of dogs.
Here we
That's why I
go.
rock with them.
Absolutely. I see what you mean on that. I saw what you mean on that. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that too.
That's what he's bringing to the team, because when you seen when he came in, they kept putting the nail in the coffin when he came in. Right. After what they did, because the game still was within, it was close, and then when him and Luke came in, it just pushed them right over. And then when Kawhi came back, Kawhi just put the nail in the coffin, just hitting mid-range after mid-range. Him and Morris taking the time long doors to shut Murray down. Joker's scared to even play rim protection. He's just moving out the way, letting him get to the hole.
But is he gonna keep that same energy when they in front of him though?
I don't think so. I think Joker's soft. To me, I think Joker he's just another LaMarcus Aldridge to me. That's just
I'm talking about
like, he has all the skill in the world. As far as his talent, he's probably the best or one of the best. But as far as his heart, I don't think he got it.
Oh yeah, and another thing, I want to add to that too.
If Murray don't go for 50 that last series, they lose they lose 41.
Yeah,
right.
Like I said, I want to say this real quick. I want to say this real quick too, man. Like I said in the other live stream that we did, Denver right now, they remind me really of the Portland Trailblazers of 2000. Man, it's a whole bunch of talent, but no, not that one guy. And really, to be honest with you, I don't think Jamal Murray is that guy to me. Maybe he is. I don't see it.
Yeah, but like the problem with the Nuggets is Jamal always going crazy instead of like getting a team involved. Like you the point guard. Like get your team involved.
It's too much isolation.
Yeah.
Well, I seen Jamal Murray in the beginning trying to get guys involved, and then they fall behind.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Joker, to me, Joker is the key. Joker's the best player on the team.
Joker has got in better shape.
He has to take that stand. Like all the old superstars back in the day, what they do. They initiated on defense if they offense was working. You got to take that toughness because the other guys will see that and say, you know what, I'm going to step up now.
He done made it. Look at that.
He playing defense. But when you allow Beverly and them to get to the hole like you're doing, that kills your whole team. Now your team is like, hey, Joker don't want to play, so why do I need to?
That's the problem. He does not play both sides of the court.
The problem is defense.
He
doesn't play both sides of the court. That's his problem.
That's the problem. He don't play with no heart. He don't play with none to me. I mean, he's good, but I don't see it. I don't see no killer like Larry. They try to compare him to Larry Bird. Bird would have killed these guys quick. It's not even
hell yeah.
Whether it's facilitating or scoring or even on defense, he took that initiative. This guy
and everything.
He just want to score. And Mason Plumlee, he good, but come on, he a role player. he's only gonna do so much. He can't be the only guy trying to protect the rim, and then somebody else got to step up.
I mean, the matchup for them is a nightmare defensively.
Yeah,
because they ain't gonna be able to. This is a bad situation for the Denver because they are going to get destroyed in the mid range. That mid-range game gonna do them in because Kawhi. I mean, dude, this is like a picnic for Kawhi.
Yeah.
You ain't finna start that pick and roll. Y'all ain't finna pick him up. Y'all letting Paul George get in a rhythm because defensively he can hold down Murray. And if they do a pick and switch, the next guy is gonna run with Murray. So Murray ain't gonna be able to be going off of them 50s and those 40s like he did against Utah. And to the guy who said because Utah was a better matchup, I wanted Utah.
I wanted Utah too because it would have been an easy win. It would have been easy.
Right, but he was going for 40s and 50s on the Clippers. No way. They gonna let dude. They would have guarded him. They switched to Kawhi. Switched to
They would have looked down
I
angles.
was wrong about that. I was saying I thought Utah would be better. Like they would get a game or two at least, but I don't see Denver getting no games like at all.
I don't either.
I didn't even see the Jazz getting a game.
We really can't. Only thing you can assess is the actual sets they were running and how they were defensively. That's the only thing you could really judge because other than that, they were dead. Offensively, they were dead tired. They in the second quarter, they had no legs. They were completely exhausted. So they basically conceded the game. Like in the third quarter, they basically quit within the game, and I was like, yeah, okay, I see that, and that's how I think the Rockets gonna be. The Rockets gonna be flat. I think they're gonna be dead tired and flat.
Yeah,
but I think the Lakers, the way the Lakers play, they let you in the game. Like they'll out rebound Houston completely, kill them on the boards. But the Lakers are too stupid. They'll be shooting fadeaway jumpers. And it's like, dude, what you shooting fadeaway?
That's true.
That's what OKC was doing last night. They were shooting all them stupid fadeaway jumpers instead of just going to the hole. Like with Steve Adams. Like, I don't get why they don't use Steve Adams more. He could have killed them down low and kept the game. And put them up by getting easy buckets because when Adams too strong to be handled by Covington from down low. But Paul and them was doing Chris Paul usual things, trying to shoot the game back into their favor, and you can't play Houston game. They tried to play Houston game and they lost.
CP injury.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul was on the take. It was like Chris Paul was on the take. Like he was told to lay down. You know, he president of the players union. Like, look, dude, this your last deal you own, and you about to leave. So we gonna make sure you get a ring when you get out of here.
Hey, he had me laugh after Game 6. Well, yeah, we built for these moments. Like what?
Somebody got a background.
In the fourth quarter, the dude took like one shot. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I see why the Hawks got rid of Schroeder. He showed it yesterday.
Yeah. I like
the pressure. You know, when you in Atlanta, you ain't getting this far.
Right.
So you come from
at all
environment. And you just ain't used to winning. So when the game, with all the pressure on and the stakes is high, he trying to get a foul. Now you realize he can make the damn layup. I'm like, dog, make the layup. You looking for
that game was terrible, man. I thought Miami was terrible. That game was worse.
Dude.
No, because like, I was like, how do we make them come back in the fourth quarter? That was crazy part. Because we was killing them. The whole quarter, we was killing them.
Yeah, what James Harden you think we're gonna see tonight?
The same one.
That's how James is. It's game one, so James he'll be hitting tonight.
I'm hoping to see the regular season James Harden.
The Lakers and the Reds are gonna sweep this game 4-0. They're gonna get a
right, this the Lakers.
I see regular season James Harden.
I'd rather Kawhi go through LeBron.
Right.
I want that to happen.
So you don't want that to happen?
It's gonna happen in the conference finals. It's gonna
Man,
happen.
this is the lost refs Lakers against the Houston Rockets. That's what the hell is going on. That's what the hell is
referees
going
and the
on.
Lakers versus the Houston Rockets.
Come on, man. They might as well wear yellow when they step on the court.
Right.
We already know what's about to
Yeah,
happen.
the
They ain't
referees.
they're not going to get no whistle.
They say hard to
Yeah, what's up?
The Lakers. Well,
Boy,
we'll
you
see.
smoking that?
How they gonna cook when they just got through a
Damn shame you even got to say some shit
Hold on,
like
too many
that.
people talking.
Follow
At once.
Alabama. What in the world? Somebody from you follow out here, Mike Diesel.
Oh, okay.
No, can anybody hear me?
Follow Alabama and
Yeah, I can
Chicago
hear
is
you.
family
Oh,
tree.
I think the screen is
I might be
frozen.
related to Mike.
Okay.
When you say
Yeah, man. I hope.
think it's going to be the Clippers and the Lakers in Miami.
The Lakers in Miami?
I hope not. Shit.
Why did you say the Lakers though?
The Lakers in Miami.
You think the Lakers are gonna beat the Clippers?
You know, over the years of me watching, no. The Lakers are not going to play the Clippers. The NBA is not going to allow that to happen. I've learned over the years from watching basketball, it's all a script. Wow. So everybody think it's going to be the Clippers
You ain't just
in
see
LA.
the last
Everybody
game?
think it's going to be that.
Let them talk.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Like, for an example, the last lockout, what was the team that went to the finals?
The Heat.
Listen. The last lockout, it was the last lockout. The last lockout, it was Miami and OKC in the last lockout finals. And you see how Miami is playing now. And you got Eric Spoelstra, who gave LeBron his first ring. He got LeBron his first ring. And Kobe, the situation with Kobe, and then Dwayne Wade just retiring. It's going to be Miami and the Lakers. It's a better story script for Kobe, LA, and for D Wade, Miami. So I felt that it should have been Utah. But then I was thinking, why didn't they have Utah go against the Clippers? It would have been a better matchup problem for the Clippers because you couldn't stop Donovan Mitchell. And Rudy Gobert he moves better, he defends better than Jokic. So then I thought about back in '94 when they had this Seattle Supersonics going against the Denver Nuggets. Nobody gave the Denver Nuggets a chance. And the Denver Nuggets upset the Seattle Supersonics, which was the 1 seed. So now you have the Clippers, who everybody kind of predicts that it's going to go to the, basically go to the finals, basically. And they don't give Denver a chance. But I think it's going to be Denver in 7. Denver in 7. And so look at this, a little food for thought. So I wondered what movie actor died in '94? And it was an actor by the name John Candy who died at 43. And if you think about now, the dude who played as Black Panther, he dies this year, and what age he was? The same age as John Candy, 43. This stuff is all a script. It's all a script. And this is why I think it's going to be Miami and the Lakers in the finals. This year finals, because it's a lockout. It's basically a lockout.
Numerology.
So I do see the Clippers losing. They're going to get upset. They got the curse. The Clippers are a cursed organization. So they're going to get upset by the Denver Nuggets. I think the Denver Nuggets may lose. Yeah, Denver Nuggets may lose these first 2 games.
I don't know about that Denver.
Go 7.
I don't think Denver.
Kawhi Leonard is going to choke. Kawhi Leonard is going to choke.
No. He's going. He's going.
Think about it though. I see that.
I disagree.
I know. You're looking at the numerology.
Listen. But you got to think about it.
I'm gonna have to say that before I believe that.
You must be another LeBron fan.
Nah, that's numerology. He's going down to numerology,
bro. But I'm gonna have to see that.
No. Listen. Listen.
Yeah.
LeBron.
No.
I'm not a LeBron. I think LeBron is the most overrated superstar in history.
I agree.
LeBron is the most overrated superstar. And so I'm not a LeBron fan. I see through him. He's just another puppet. He's a puppet of the league. I'm not a LeBron fan. I see through him. I always felt that he was overrated. He pads stats, and the NBA pretty much put him in with the position that he's in. That's what they do.
Who?
LeBron, but you know they gotta pass the torch. You always gotta pass the torch. So LeBron is pretty much.
Let me fast forward through your theories. The NBA got to make money, and they gonna make money putting the Clippers and Lakers together in that money. They
not gonna make money with them.
For no Houston Rockets, for nobody to damn.
But not in the lockout. No, but
somebody's mic is echoing.
But look,
because that's all everybody waiting on. They know.
But look, in the lockout season, but in the lockout season, the NBA don't care about money. You always got to think about that. Notice in the last 3 lockouts, when you had the Knicks go against the Spurs, OKC go against the Heat, it was these teams that nobody kind of predicted that was going to go to the finals. So the NBA lose money in the lockout. You got to think about this lockout this year. You have no fans. There's no fans, no arenas. So the NBA is not really making money. So this is like a wash season.
But they've been losing money before the lockout.
You get your money.
No, this is really considered. No, this is considered. No,
can I ask you a question? Are you going to numerology?
No, let me tell you why it's very similar. It's really considered. No. I look over the years. Of how things have transpired over the NBA. Same thing with Vince Carter. People don't remember when Vince Carter was drafted, the NBA had just had that lockout. You know what I'm saying? And then it was so funny. Vince Carter's last game was the same night that the NBA went to a lockout. You see, it's a storyline. It's a skit. That's what I'm saying. How I've learned over the years with the NBA, it's all a storyline. It's no coincidence. Vince Carter gets drafted.
Bro, you think it too hard, bro. You think it too hard.
More than it is a sport. It's sports entertainment.
It's still considered. Due to the pandemic, it's still.
But it's not a locker. It's a pandemic. There's no fans. You didn't even know if there was going to be games.
Nah, it's
a lot of players that need to come back.
That's all it is. It's for entertainment. So it's basically going to have the fans thinking one thing.
No. But this is what I'm saying to you. They can't afford.
Oh no, they knew it was.
Listen, brother, hold on.
Not put Kawhi and LeBron in the doggone Western Conference.
You said a lot of players. You said a lot of players didn't come back.
They gotta play. They gotta have the viewership because they add revenue money. They get $10 million a game. They need to have those ads back. The companies who pay for the ads are now starting to do it because of the movies are opening up.
Yeah.
Movie theaters. So now you're gonna get the movie theater revenue money. See, all of that money was being withheld because why would you put movie trailers out if the theaters are not open? Now the theaters are opening it up. So that's more revenue money coming in. You seeing car commercials, seeing all these things are opening back up. So that's more revenue for their ad revenue package. Right. So when they put their premier game, which is going to be the Lakers and Clippers, everything, a lot of things are going to be opened up and they're going to get bigger money for that. So they want that money back. And that was a big, you're looking at over $100 million lost. And so they are not finna. They can't afford to lose $100 million. Put on Denver Nuggets versus the Lakers in the Western Conference. That's not gonna happen.
They're not gonna blow that. They're not gonna
happen. I ain't watching
Denver. Plus, Denver can't.
Exactly.
Denver can't beat the Clippers 4 times. Are you kidding me?
Even with the refs, they still can't beat them 4 times.
To the basketball
at all.
There's no way.
Yeah, and he said Kawhi was going to choke. That was kind of
I'm like, wait, hold up.
Kawhi. Yeah, he probably meant Paul George, not Kawhi.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Paul George.
It seems so far-fetched, but over the years, NBA players have fake injuries. NBA players have fake injuries. All that.
Okay, but I still disagree with the Clippers being beat by Denver though. It doesn't matter about the fake injuries. That's not gonna happen.
He's going the numerology route. That's numerology.
Make this, but why would you think Denver to beat the Clippers? That just doesn't make it. Only makes
that doesn't make sense to me.
They are not more marketable than the Clippers.
And they're not a better team than the Clippers.
Right. More importantly, they're not a better team.
Dude. Everybody wants to see the matchup between the Lakers and the Clippers. That's right. It will make good business money, good marketing for the NBA.
Right.
Adam Sandler's gonna do them against each other.
Listen. They make their money. The NBA makes more of their money in the finals. So
no, they don't.
So when you
make it all through the playoffs, they make it all through the playoffs.
No, they don't. They only make.
I just feel like, well, hey, all you can do is watch the game. So how they got that fake shot to the Raptors.
Last year,
go ahead, Sino.
Last year finals with Toronto and Golden State, it did not crack.
Yeah.
It did not beat out the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference Finals did.
It was a fake finals though.
It wasn't a fake finals.
Fake finals. What are you talking about?
ACL.
Numerology.
Wait.
You think that wasn't
listen, wait. Listen, wait. I tell anybody, if you look at the game, if you saw the game with KD against Toronto,
right?
Some of these players are told to fake injuries. When KD shot the jump shot and he did his patented step back, he wasn't injured. And then he falls down and reached for his Achilles. He reached for his Achilles, and then they said, "Oh, this is
legitimately tore his Achilles."
That's how throwing up is work.
Listen.
If you look at the film,
wait.
You gotta be. We're going here now.
They dude. I tore my knee in football.
It wasn't on tape. It's on tape. You get to see his leg when it snapped.
Yeah.
So you see it in the back of his leg. When it as soon as he plays, you can see the snap and you see the wave go up his leg from the back of his leg.
That's why he couldn't stand on it. That pain shot through his leg real quick.
Ligaments are like
wait.
Over time.
So wait. All right, so listen to this, fellas. Listen to this. Just think about this for a second. The last couple of NBA finals. Just think about it. It all came down to certain players getting injured. Just think about that. The NBA knew that they was going to give Toronto that chip last year. They knew they was going to give it.
Right.
But it changed the narrative.
They didn't know that.
You have certain players on the Warriors get injured. It changed the narrative compared to everybody saying, "Damn."
You think that my man Klay Thompson didn't tear his ACL? You think that didn't happen? He really tore his
ACL.
Once again, time out. Listen. It's not a coincidence to me. The last couple of finals, even with the Cavaliers, when Kyrie Irving getting injured, then remember in the Game 7 with the Rockets and the Warriors, CP3 gets injured. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to players. Now some players get injured.
Players get hurt. That's not.
Everybody knows that CP get hurt.
First of all, players getting hurt. That's not. Hold on. Players getting hurt is not no scripted moment. That's something that really happens. Players get hurt. And guess what? Even if they do fake an injury, if they want to fake the injury, that's on them. Who cares?
Right.
The game is still going.
Nobody gonna fake the injury in an NBA finals.
Exactly.
Yes, he is. What you think LeBron did? Hold on.
Who cares?
Listen, time out. Listen. What you think LeBron James did in the last NBA finals he lost? He came out basically when he lost. He basically said at the end, "Oh, I broke my hand in Game 3."
That's him.
No, that's him being a bum. Him being a crybaby. Get out of here with that. That was a damn excuse because he was dunking. The whole series. Get out of here with that.
You know that was an
Exactly.
Only him.
So listen,
the type of person LeBron is.
Wait.
He should have came out.
Yo,
good
fellas,
game
look.
on the state. Y'all got that. Get out of here with that. Man.
Look,
yeah, remember?
But look, let me tell you now. Listen. I'm telling you.
Last year, Giannis was supposed to go to the finals. He choked.
Yeah.
They were
No, we're talking about narrative.
Kawhi shut him down. He started guarding Giannis, and then everybody else fell into place. Siakam was going off because they were focused on Kawhi. That's why you see now.
When they down 2-0, they were down 2-0.
It was.
And
that was the plan because nobody expected the Raptors, even though they had Kawhi. Nobody saw them in the finals.
Nobody saw it.
And another thing, nobody saw Siakam playing like he did too. Nobody saw Siakam playing like he did.
Wait. Speaking about Giannis, time out. We on Giannis. Do y'all think Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee? If they get knocked out, which I think they are, do you think he's going to stay in Milwaukee next year?
Yes. I don't think he's staying in Milwaukee.
That's a tough question.
I don't think so.
Stay in Milwaukee.
I heard it's either the Raptors or the.
It depends
on
what
either the Raptors or the Heat.
But look, fellas, listen to this. Look at this. You see how when Giannis was playing in the season, you see how unstoppable he was, right? You saw how unstoppable he was.
Right.
But if you notice in the bubble, all right, now you notice in the bubble, once Giannis goes to that spin move, when he comes down to the paint and he goes to that spin move, Miami is putting a wall there. And it's preventing him to pretty much complete. But this, I tell anybody, when I speak to fellas, I tell them all the time. The NBA is similar to the music industry. Whoever they want to make hot, they can do it. Now, I feel bad for Giannis. I feel bad for him because he got all this acclaim. And now he's about to go home.
But the
NBA is a storyline. But I feel like this LeBron. Because
it's a part of it.
You're limited.
Hold up. If you're a one-trick pony out here doing spin euros, you don't think anybody's gonna stop that?
Exactly. They know.
That's the only move that he does. It's not like It's not like Giannis has an arsenal.
Hold up.
That's the only thing that he does. So of course you're gonna stop it.
He's nothing but LeBron James. They're athleticism. LeBron did this for 7 years. For the first 7 years.
Time out. Wait. Listen.
All he could do was dunk. That was all he could do, and he could pass. Right. But he could barely shoot. And nobody was talking about LeBron James is overrated. LeBron James is this and that. Right. No, I was calling him the king and the best and all of this, and he was losing every year in the playoffs.
The greatest on the planet.
I always call LeBron overrated.
Greatest player on the planet.
And everybody, LeBron needs help. Don't nobody say
who's the greatest player on the planet?
They don't. Nobody.
ESPN keeps saying LeBron James is the greatest player on the planet.
That's Kawhi Leonard, man.
Kawhi Leonard.
Superstar. That's not even a question.
Kawhi Leonard is the greatest player on the planet right now. They're playing. He's
undisputed too. Undisputed. It's not even a question.
Right. He's the best.
The impact that this brother.
So you think he's better than KD?
Right now, as of right now,
because he plays defense.
I think it's a toss-up between him and KD because KD can hit any shot he wants.
Kawhi plays better defense.
Twitter. I don't need him on
Twitter. This is a great debate. Who's the best player? I think KD. I think KD.
You think KD?
KD's good. He's second.
I probably have seen. He's the most unstoppable player.
Yeah.
Watch what he does in the Eastern Conference. Watch what KD does in the Eastern Conference.
But you can score on KD. Better than you can score.
You can score on it. Anybody can get scored.
I'm talking about compared to Kawhi Leonard. That's what I'm talking about. Compared to Kawhi Leonard.
No, I wouldn't say that either. Both of them are great.
Both of them are good on defense.
It's just that KD is like 7 feet and he guarding like 5 positions. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I want to shoot Giannis some bail too, man. Like I know Giannis, he seems to tend to go to the well
a little too much. You know, and I'm to the same bag a little too much, man. But you know, his ability to cover ground on the court, man, ain't nobody seen nothing like that.
No.
Now he now as far as his jumper goes, we know he can hit a wide open jumper,
bar none.
You know what I'm saying? But he needs
now when pressure's on.
Now when pressure's on in the mid range and long range, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think he still has time to. He definitely has.
He needs another star player. He needs a star player.
Yeah,
man,
nobody can really stop him from getting into the rim. See, that's another problem too, man. It's his team.
I'm not gonna say he got no help.
Nah, man,
he needs a star player.
He needs some more.
The Cleveland Cavaliers was number one.
He don't have no help, man. So of course,
winning 60 games a year, and they're going to playoffs and lose, and then people be like, "Man, cause LeBron ain't got nobody." Like,
exactly.
He got all stars. LeBron got all stars.
The same thing going on with Giannis, and everybody's.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Sin.
Giannis missed 2 free throws to ice the game. He missed 2 free throws to get in to ice the game. He missed 2 of those free throws. Giannis is the problem. This same thing they said, like Sino said, they did the same thing. I said the same thing about LeBron. His teams were good enough. His team is good enough. When it's crunch time, the refs got you back in the game. It's time for you to ball out now.
Exactly.
No more of that.
Right.
I ain't got this. You know,
they won 66 games, like my man said, and lost to the Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic.
Exactly, dude. Come on, man. You had it for your entire career.
And they was number one.
He would have lost in 5 if he didn't hit that low shot.
It's a little misleading. It's a little misleading. You know what I'm saying?
He would have got 3.
When you know in the playoffs, man, when teams got time to focus on you and set their defense and figure out how they want to play you, you know what I'm saying? Like you need other playoff performers to be able to step up, man.
What the heck happened?
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to take some pressure off of Giannis.
Hey, do y'all hear
just
me?
the bottom line.
But T, in the first game, T, even last game, Brooke and them were hitting.
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
Something had happened.
They were hitting shots. Giannis wasn't coming to the table. The first game, Brooke had 19. Middleton went for 23. I've never seen that before. And he only had 2 points in the first half.
Hey, Sino, send the link again.
Like and the refs got him back in the game. The refs done gave him about 60 fouls to get them back in the game. Come on, bro. Like what else? They want you to win. They did this last year with Giannis when he was up 2-0. And he did the same thing. So when are you going to be like, man, it's me. I need to go to the witch and ask for a heart or something. I gotta go to the witch and ask for a heart. That's what be like this. Can we have a heart? Thank you.
Yeah, but that's not. You're not the only one.
Back in the day, Kobe didn't get no excuse. Mike ain't get no excuse. Isaiah ain't get no excuse. Bird and Magic ain't get no excuse. Magic is called Tragic Magic.
And you know what's funny? That's how it should be, though. But that's how it should be. Don't give him no.
I feel like y'all going kind of hard on Giannis. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving him a little bit.
It's his fault because he blew the game. He blew the game.
He definitely did.
Here's my thing, though.
Guys like James Harden, Giannis, and all of them blame. If you want to be the superstar, you want all this commercial, you want my money to go buy your jersey, you better get your ass up and perform when it's time to win. I don't want to hear that. That's like me at the job. Hey, you ain't doing these numbers. You ain't coming in on time. Whose fault is that?
That's right.
Like
everybody wants the accolades of being.
Like I've been saying this whole time, man. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Like I've been saying this whole time, man. When you depend on only athleticism to get you by in this game,
right?
That's only going to take you so far. You've seen that crap with LeBron,
right?
You're starting to see it with Giannis now.
Right.
Very true.
Yeah. Giannis, you're the defensive player of the year. Guard the guy who got the most points.
We was just talking about that last night too.
And the problem is, why you always going side defense? Go full defense on him. You got arms. You got big arms. Guard the man.
Y'all don't think Giannis got no heart.
You know what I think? Giannis' problem is?
I feel Giannis don't have heart when it's time to have heart. When it's when it's hot, when the pressure, it's like when you stick a brownie in the microwave after you make the brownie. Then when that thing get hot, boom, it crumbles. That's Giannis.
And you know what else is working against Giannis too? He don't have a diverse skill set.
Right.
So when you go into the basket doing exactly
mid-range.
What I'm saying.
Right, he has to get a jump shot. So when you don't have a diverse skill set, when it's crunch time, and you still doing spin euros to the basket, that's not going to get you nowhere far. Because teams are going to lock in on that move and shut that down.
He got to get a jumper.
Right.
Giannis got to get a jumper, man.
So that's what's working against him.
You know what I think he should do? You know what I think Giannis needs to do?
Yeah. He ain't got no post moves. Like
he needs to play without the ball. He needs to be able to play without the ball.
Yes, exactly.
You have to win this game.
He's stationary.
And plus,
you got to.
He got to stop bringing the ball.
You got to think about it like this too. He kind of just fell into this position. Like nobody knew that Giannis was going to be Giannis. He didn't even know he was going to be who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like so when no, I mean seriously, like his success in the league just kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think his role has changed on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And the PEDs.
He's still trying to adjust to being the superstar. He didn't come in being touted as the best player in the NBA.
No, he had to work up to that point.
He had to work up to that point. He need to turn that $200 or $300 million deal down. You know, since he's not ready for it, let's give it to somebody who is.
I ain't saying he ain't ready for it.
No,
I ain't saying he ain't ready for it.
Jimmy Butler, if they win this series.
Bring it down.
I'm just saying, like, hey, when the thing is, the crown, the heavy lies the crown and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you start being the best player in the world and everybody's paying attention to you, you gotta adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so he still got a lot of work to do on his game. I'm gonna shoot him some bail though, man.
Kawhi didn't get thrown into it. He kind of just grabbed it by the horns and took it. He came out of nowhere. So
if you notice the NBA,
he still played, and
he's going to be with another superstar.
He still played. He played in that pop system. It wasn't like he was the number one option. You know what I'm saying? Like he came up in that system and shined and excelled. You know what I'm saying?
That helped him immensely coming up.
That's different from being like the only player the Bucks had in the last decade. You know what I'm saying? One of the best players in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like basically overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Since Ray Allen, right?
Since Ray Allen,
That's
going back right there.
Well,
I agree.
Y'all see Giannis getting a championship in his career?
Michael Red.
Michael Red.
The ball gonna do that.
Michael Red. What's up, Michael Red, man? Come on, get out of here with that shit. Michael Red.
Don't forget about Michael Red.
Michael Red was a dog, man, for a couple of years.
Not like Ray Allen.
We ain't gonna call him a superstar now. We're not gonna call Michael Red a superstar now. Come on now.
No, Michael Red was that dude now.
He was good, but he ain't no superstar.
No, he wasn't a superstar. He get hot. Jumper.
when that dude used to get hot,
Michael Ray was a shooter. Okay, he used to
get. He was a shooter,
and that's all he was doing was shooting. No defense.
Don't deny Michael Ray.
He was a shooter.
You know, the Bucks teams were cute.
That's all he was doing.
He flamed though.
And the Bucks teams
were cute.
Messed them
like,
up.
If they mess around, like Michael Red get hot, man, he can look real good. But you know what I'm saying? Like in the playoff series, they was gonna be first round exit every year.
Oh yeah,
but fellas, y'all don't think the NBA?
You don't think the what?
What happened?
You said the NBA?
Yo, y'all don't think the NBA be controlling the basketballs?
I said what?
I don't think the NBA be controlling the basketball shots sometimes.
Whoa. I'm not trying to look at
shots. Be controlling the basketball shots.
I'm not trying to look at it that far, man.
Shooting the ball. That's going a little too deep for me.
No,
man, no.
Come on now.
Okay, what I'm saying is, all right. So you saw the shot.
Let him go.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't think so? You don't think the NBA controls the shots?
I think
they don't need to.
That's what they don't need to. But my thing is, why pay the players if they're controlling it like that?
To fix the game, all you need is one player and the refs. That's all you need. You don't need all that.
Yeah, wow, fellas. Wow.
Michael Jordan showed you the game.
It's clear as day.
That, then I don't know what else to tell you.
Exactly. Hey, HD, man. HD. I want to say that. I want to say this real quick. Even though
Mike, Kawhi Leonard shot last year.
And even though he had the refs in his back pocket,
that shot was crazy.
Long to go with that, he put the ball in the basket.
Okay, what you say, brother?
Yeah, no doubt. See, that's Michael. Michael's built differently. He on
another level. He wanted to win.
So he knew the refs are in his back pocket, but
it's like the Kawhi Leonard shot. The Kawhi.
See, look, you got Casino sleeping.
Hey, yo, listen, man. That Kawhi Leonard shot, that's a 1 in a million shot, man. You can't look at that shot. Yo, hold up. You can't look at that shot and say, oh, the NBA is rigging the shot. You can't say the NBA is rigging the shots.
No, dude, they're not rigging no shots, man. No,
man. Yeah,
they're not.
You can't predict stuff like that.
This ain't no damn public show out here, man.
Yeah. It ain't went that far, man. It ain't went that far.
Now the refs, I agree with you, but come on, bro. Not
they control the game. They don't control your shot. If your shot don't go. You think Kawhi's shots would be in control? Kawhi making them things.
Right.
The NBA.
Why play players to do all that?
All the players, when they get hot, that's on them.
I don't know what it is.
So you telling me they let Kobe make 81? Yeah, I doubt that. I doubt that.
Oh man,
I doubt they let Kobe hit 81 by letting him. That was all Kobe.
That was
Come on, man. That was all Kobe, brother.
In another game, Kobe was facilitating, and his team.
Right.
Come on now, don't take away from.
I think you're looking a little too far into it.
You going too far to the little conspiracy.
Yeah, I think you're going a little bit too far.
Okay, so fellas.
And the storyline.
Okay, listen. Time out. Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fellas, listen. Okay, time out. Listen. Wait. All right, listen to this. Okay. All right. Just think about this. When we watch March Madness, right? March Madness, we have seen most buzzer beaters in March Madness. Hold on, think about it for a second. No, listen. Just think for a second. When you watch March Madness, it's always 7 or 8, maybe 9 buzzer beaters that happens during that period of time, during the March Madness Final Four and on up. Now think about it. When you watch the NBA, now the NBA is supposed to have the best players in the world compared to the March Madness. Why is it that in the NBA you have less buzzer beaters than you have in college, say some years ago? Now, if you notice, just within this bubble period, there has been more buzzer beaters within a short period of time in the NBA than within say a month or two than you have seen say within years of the NBA. Basically, what I'm saying is for you guys to not think that the NBA controls the shots.
No,
for y'all not to even just think about it is crazy to me. That Kawhi Leonard shot last year, if you don't think that was controlled in, come on. Come on. There's many plays where they have shown the shot go in the rim and the NBA like it's come out the rim. You saw Tim Duncan's shot.
You gotta
come on, this stuff is rigged.
If that was the case,
with this, brother.
I don't know about all that.
They would have put LeBron in the NBA Finals years ago.
That's going too far right there.
You know how many times I got a lucky bounce outside the
play from the dead on that one.
My goodness, man.
You're losing me with this, bro. I agree with the storyline thing, but you're losing me now, bro.
He's on airplane mode.
The reason why it's throwing the ball beaters in the NBA because those guys are professionals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you pay them to miss shots?
Right.
They going to work at the mall when they get out of college.
Then it's
no.
athletes.
Oh,
but in the bubble,
and on top of that, you don't think former players that got done wrong in the NBA when it came out and said that by now? You don't think it would have been any leaks?
The NBA would lose credibility if that was going on.
Right.
Yeah, I mean WWE. Look how far WWE went by it saying that it was fake and stuff. People were saying that it was fake. You don't think if that was the case, they would have said that about the NBA?
Trying to find this microchip in the ball and
they got a magnet under the basket.
Yeah, they practicing with a little robot arm shooting the basketball in the hoop and seeing the ball can go in. But now you don't need all that. You got Steph Curry. You got all these people.
You got the refs
out. You know, you got all these guys who made the game interesting, shooting from deep and everywhere else.
Right.
And they got all these little kids buying merchandise. They don't even need all that. They know they control the game. The fouls and everything else, that's going to control the game. As long as you got refs, they can put people where they want to put them.
Yep. Yes, they can.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Exactly.
Listen, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me hold on. Listen, man. Adam Silver, no matter what you say,
go ahead.
He's not out here controlling the players like chess pieces.
He's gonna control that shot real quick. Because you're gonna be on the bench.
Right.
These are not chess pieces on the chessboard.
Right. You ever heard of a ghost foul? Right. Stop in action.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
Oh,
they can call a foul on every play. In the NFL, they can throw a flag on any play.
Right.
Very true.
They control the game.
Very true.
Hey, man.
They control the game.
Listen, man. But much respect to that brother, but you dug too far into the little.
Yeah. You had me with the storyline, but you lost me with the basketball stuff.
You right about the storyline.
I understand you with that, but you that off a little bit.
Yeah,
but the
started off good.
Because last year they would have put Milwaukee in. Milwaukee was up against the Celtics. They would have
put a lot of teams in if that was the case.
Yeah. They wanted Milwaukee in there.
I get it, man.
Kawhi shut that down.
If you notice, it's all entertainment.
Yeah, we do know that, but to go with the basketball itself is rigged.
Listen.
Come on, that's
what I'm saying.
That's a little bit too much. We understand the storyline and the refs, but the basketball.
Listen.
I mean, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Listen. Nah, I'm telling you, I have an uncle who played with the Knicks and won a championship ring, right? I have another uncle that's like in the state of New York. It's a Rucker legend. Okay. I'm telling you, they even told him. They know it. And once again, my uncle who played in the NBA, who got a ring with Walt Clyde Frazier, Willis Reed, he got with Phil Jackson, he has a ring. The NBA is rigged. It's rigged. And the basketball
we know that.
is controlled.
We know that. But
we know that. The basketballs are not rigged.
That's who controls
the basketballs are not
not
rigged.
the basketballs though.
Listen,
right. Basketballs, no.
Just listen.
I can't.
Listen. Boy, this is crazy. Why you think? Look at. Okay, I just tell anybody. You know what? Y'all refuse to believe it because it's hard to believe. But a lot of things that's happened in the NBA is similar to movies. It's similar to movies, and they put it in the NBA. And I tell anybody,
not one of us. Disagree with you.
So what movie? Okay. So listen. Space Jam. I know everybody's seen Space Jam, right? Yeah. I bet y'all do not even know that Space Jam is basically of what's happening today. Space Jam. Space Jam was about the players who had a virus, and the NBA wanted to lock it down. Listen. Just listen. When you watch the movie, you see the guy, the Monstars, the Danny DeVito's character. Listen, he's holding a button. When Michael Jordan's team shoots the shot, he presses a button, and the ball does not go in the hoop. They put it in movies to show you that this goes on in real life. But people ignore it.
Hey, stop.
Kawhi Leonard's shot was controlled in. Nick Anderson's career was never the same because he missed free throws.
Why?
Yeah, because
he
showed
that. Right, you just said it.
You said what happened?
You just said it. You just said it because he missed the free throw. Come on, man. Oh my God. Yo, hold up. Space Jam. That was your argument, though. Space Jam. That's where we going with this.
They wanted
I said Nick Anderson.
Space Jam. That's crazy.
No. Listen. Listen. No. I said Nick Anderson.
Brother. How are the basketball? Wait, hold on. Explain this. How are the basketballs rigged?
You see,
explain that. How are the basketballs rigged? Explain that.
Yes, you are. No, but you're doing stuff because I'm watching you.
Okay, listen.
You're doing stuff.
Listen. The basketball. Listen.
Stop playing.
Okay, look. What the average fan does not tend to do, is really open their mind and just look at the game, how it transcends over the years. One, look at the basketball hoops. That's in those arenas. Those hoops are they're like the breakaway rims. They have a lot of wiring on those rims. Also, the referees. You notice the referees got this thing on the back of their hip, right? Now, excuse me, if you're a referee,
I told you about doing that.
Listen,
you better drink it off.
To me, now, listen, no. Listen, what I take it at, the referees, because the referees pretty much control the game more than ever. But I do believe the thing that's on the back of the referees, that little device that's on the back, I feel that those things that's on the back of their hip, they're a hit to, like their buzz or whatever, to let a certain. You know the thing that's on the back of the referees?
I'm going to get him water.
The microphone? Yeah. The earpiece? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's an earpiece.
No. See, no. It's a device. It's a device on the back of their hip, and all the referees have it.
They're not injecting
No,
it's
not an earpiece. It's not an earpiece because they're not wearing earpieces during the game.
How are the basketballs
They're not wearing an earpiece running up and down the court. It's a device that's
How
on.
are the basketballs rigged? You have not explained that. You made a point. You have to explain that.
I don't think he can explain that.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Okay.
I don't think my man can explain the basketball
we
game.
trying to figure out. We are trying to figure out what you saying.
Listen,
What is
the
you
basketball because you can look at
this discussion right now.
Listen, they showed it. They showed many shots.
Right.
What?
They showed many shots.
Brother, you thinking too much.
Come on, man. I can't believe we even having this discussion.
Yeah, this is crazy.
God,
Listen, we all know.
We got
in 1994.
Okay, I mean, y'all feel like it's how the basketball is controlled. Those are special basketballs. They
because
even the
New York Knicks did not play the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, okay.
They did not want Mario Elliott to hit that three from the corner so that they could go to the NBA Finals instead of Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was supposed to play the Knicks in the NBA Finals. It did not happen. The Houston Rockets went because Mario Elliott hit a three from the corner. That was not supposed to happen.
No, look what they did. Look what they did to Scottie Pippen.
What they did to Scottie Pippen?
No. Scottie Pippen. No, when the Bulls was going against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
When Scottie, remember the Knicks are going against the Bulls. I think it was in '94, and Jordan wasn't there, and Scottie Pippen was supposed to go to the finals that year, and the referee called that phantom call on him going against Hubert Davis.
No.
That was a phantom call.
They got a foul on Hubert Davis. It was the Hugh Collins foul. Hugh Collins never liked Scottie Pippen. Period. But it was a bogus call, but that was a call by the league. So yes, we know the league is set up, but that was a second round. That was a second round matchup. And the next round, they would have to end up playing Indiana. They were going to lose.
They were going to lose to Indiana.
Right, so it's better to happen this way.
Right. I mean, the thing was that they weren't going to beat the Knicks. The Knicks were supposed to go. Like I told you, the Knicks were supposed to play Charles Barkley in the finals.
Yep.
They were supposed to have the Phoenix Suns.
What finals y'all wanted to see? The finals I wanted to see was Houston go against the Bulls. I wanted to see a team Olajuwon go against the Bulls. I felt like
not without Mike.
Exactly.
Listen,
not without no Mike. That'd have been
without Mike.
That Rocket team.
Oh my goodness.
But the thing is,
Michael Jordan. I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. I'm a huge Jordan fan, and Mike never went. He never went against a center. He never went against a center, a true center in his finals. Never.
Okay, and you can make the argument that a team. You can make the argument that a team with a true center never made it to the finals to go against MJ.
Exactly.
So what does that even mean?
It's not Michael's fault that he didn't say what was there.
Right.
So Olajuwon, when he got there, Olajuwon then was done. They run was over.
It could have.
No. Remember when Charles Barkley was on the Rockets and what you call it hit that shot in Game 7? That's what that team. Clyde Drexler, Barkley.
You mean Game 6?
Yeah, he talking about when Stockton hit that shot.
Yeah.
John Stockton.
That was Game 6
over Charles Barkley.
Yeah, and they beat the Rockets.
Oh, there's Game 7. Yeah, and he hit the shot.
And Utah ended up going to
that Rocket team. I think would have caused the Bulls problem.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Listen,
Jordan was coming. Come on, man. Jordan was coming off the 72.
You thinking too much, bro. You thinking too much. Yeah.
I don't know why we even having this discussion, man.
Olajuwon was done at that time.
Yeah. Exactly. And Jordan was coming off a 72-10 win.
Barkley wasn't really ready.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley wasn't ready.
His career too.
There was nothing stopping Jordan from winning the championship in '96. Nothing. That man was on fire.
97, 98, they should have lost. They should have lost in 98. But
did they say who's the MVP of this year? Did they say who's the MVP this year?
It's Giannis, but
Giannis, you know.
Did they say who's
Giannis?
Which he deserves.
They better give that shit to Giannis.
which he deserves.
Exactly.
Who else could they give it to?
Right.
I don't know because you got people saying LeBron.
LeBron ain't no damn
that's the media trying to keep LeBron
Right,
hot.
that's the media.
They're just trying to keep his name in the freaking.
Not better than the guy on this team. AD should be ranked over him.
Exactly, he's the best player on the team.
And Brandon Ingram got most improved player of the year
when he got away from LeBron James.
I thought Harris should have got it. Montrezl Harrell.
Who? No.
Harold
from the
the same thing he did last year. Yeah, he ain't improved. He just the same.
No, a lot of people were saying the center from the Heat, Bam.
Bam, yeah.
Bam
Brandon Ingram.
That's what a lot of people were saying.
Brandon Ingram.
I think they got it right with Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon
Ingram. They got it right. Ingram was balling this year.
Who you think will get the sixth player award? Who you think should get the sixth player award?
The sixth man award between Lou and Harrell. Yeah, probably go to Lou Williams again. So
the undisputed sixth man of the year.
Yeah, Lou and Juan.
Yo, who you think? Okay, who you think is a better sixth man? Jamal Crawford or Lou Williams?
Jamal Crawford didn't even play like that.
No, but I'm saying like overall, who you think is a better sixth man?
Who's a better sixth man?
I'm probably say Crawford.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford or Lou Williams.
I would say Crawford.
In his prime, man, Jamal Crawford did it.
Yeah. I got Crawford.
I don't know why they had him sit out all this time, man. No team picked him up.
No, Brooklyn got him.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying they got him, but remember he sat out the whole season.
Yeah, he sat out the whole season.
Because when he hurt,
like the league, they wanted to move on from a lot of players like Melo and Jamal Crawford, but there's no denying those players. Those players still got game. They trying to just bring in the new talent. They're not trying to pay these old veterans.
Right.
It's just like the music game. They trying to get rid of the old school people that have knowledge, about how things go, and they just want to pay the young players less money, so they don't have to pay them that much.
But the music game, like I said earlier, the music game is similar to the NBA game. It's all a prop. It's all a scam. It's all a game.
We know that, dude. We've known that since the 80s. It's been that way.
So wait. So you said you know that since the 80s. So do you think? So what you think about this dude, Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion. Talking about
Yeah. Come on, man.
What about
her? I mean,
what about her?
I think her lyrics have gotten porridge to me. I think she was better a little bit earlier when she was spitting, and now to me she's just showing her body and her and showing her everything off just to sell.